Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically are discussing one other topic, that is India accounts in India. Sorry, city creation. City creation basically we are discussing about the India account. In India account basically we are discussing SBI account, Amazon account, and the last is after 2 days basically the earthquake is going to come. In this basically we are talking about one topic, that is lava. The future creation of the Mumbai basically. The current Mumbai basically which is ongoing, that is settled long before basically inside the land basically inside the land long before the Mumbai city future is already dumped. So according to that only basically the entire Mumbai is ongoing basically. So in this basically we will see some points basically, which project is ongoing basically in Mumbai. One person asked the question, which project is ongoing. For example, project basically it can be any project basically. Project can be of software project, project can be of Bollywood, project can be of educational level, project can be of chemical, project can be of projects can be of any projects basically. Construction projects basically, textbooks equal to 1,000 cities, that is also project. So projects can be anything basically. So which project basically is ongoing in Mumbai basically. So people will say that basically the project is CRM project is ongoing. People will say that ERB project is ongoing. That basically depends upon the companies basically, what they are getting the projects basically. According to that, basically they are doing the projects. For example, Mumbai city is basically doing around 1 lakh projects. So that 1 lakh projects basically how they are doing basically. That is also a question. If you will connect to up to depth level basically, it will connect to the lava basically. Which lava process is activated for this above projects? This above projects basically. For example, 1 lakh project is already ongoing. So 1 lakh project basically which is ongoing, that is activated on the, that is basically ongoing on the base of which lava data. And in Mumbai basically, it's a huge Mumbai basically, around more than 300 kilometers area basically is of Mumbai. All side basically we are telling. Straight side, right side, left side, bottom side basically is Mumbai is not. Bottom side also Mumbai is there basically. Then left, right, bottom, top side. So if you calculate around 300 kilometers basically are there. So from that area where basically the lava basically is dumped, and on the basis of what base data basically the projects basically are ongoing. Few people says that the power company is giving the projects. Sorry, power companies are helping the uh, companies to complete the projects. But that is also correct basically. But power company also don't have the up to level data basically. This 1 lakh project is ongoing. That data power company might be having, or basically what data they might be having basically. Each and everything basically segregated basically. Third point is which lava creation is ongoing for the future creation basically. For example, one person told that lava creation company basically has created something new basically. So that process basically that they are going to dump the data to the land basically after certain days. So they tested everything and they told that basically this many days basically is going to take to generate the complete lava, and to generate water basically it's going to take this many hours, this many time basically. Then today in Mumbai basically Lava creation is ongoing. How Bollywood groups are doing the advertising? Means, for example, lava is moving from sea water to Andheri side, or basically to the Borivali side. So currently, basically, where the lava data is moving. How Sunilar Nair tracked that basically Sunilar Nair generation was ended. How basically I tracked that basically Mumbai here basically my generation is not ended basically, and in generation end basically I had taken one example. So how basically one person basically has tracked that basically his generation has ended in Mumbai, that means in India basically. So that was through lava basically. The company basically who designed the lava, they told that basically they have written that basically his generation basically is ended. His generation ended means the creation basically which has happened in Mumbai basically, for example, 1,000 floor building, 500 floor building. In that basically the companies basically who are doing the projects, in that basically, if your resume will go there, for example, in Villay Parle basically, there are thousand floor buildings. If my resume will go to that building, they will not take my resume. Why? Because my name basically is not added in the list of the resources which is supposed to come. So list of resources which is going to come, that all data also company have it. So Sunil Larna told that basically your resume basically whenever basically it's going to certain level of companies, there your resources basically are not there, your resume basically are excluded with. Excluded means because your data basically for the lava project basically that is not dumped basically. That is not dumped. So one of the person told that lava actually what actually it is doing basically. In previous lecture basically you told that basically whenever basically human is thinking in the software company, they gets one software CRM projects. In CRM project he connects to one of the type of CRM projects. So how this basically happens? Because in previous lecture he told that power company basically is helping it basically. So how basically lava is collecting basically? So one of the person told that the CRM project basically data discussion was basically was this 18 discussion basically of the CRM project that was dumped where basically that was basically created where it was created in one of the hall, and from one of the hall basically they have taken the data, the power company has taken the data, and on the base of the power data basically the uh, on the base of data the power company has collected the data and they have basically sent to the TCS company, and TCS company told that basically we are the first company who started the CRM project. This is one process. So the brain basically done some certain level of process in that meeting basically, which collected 18 types of CRM project. There actually what basically magic basically happened. They also basically thought of basically. So few people told that basically they have the experience, and according to the experience, they they basically done the process basically. So according to the experience, that means what basically? According to experience means CRM project basically they have done. So they might have connected with a certain level of ideas. That idea basically how they connected, how basically they connected with the ideas basically. So one person told that, for example, third number CRM project basically, which is third category number basically CRM project, which one person basically has done. He was eating uh, apple, too much of apple basically he was eating. So due to too much of apple basically when he was eating, that apple basically was generated from that side of land. Assume that basically that was of Switzerland land basically. So Switzerland land basically, when Switzerland basically the lava data was generated, that time basically the CRM project was dumped basically there. But that was for Switzerland basically. But he basically had what? He had the apple of that Switzerland basically. So third number category of the CRM, that is of what? Which land basically? That is of Switzerland land basically. So up to this detail level, basically the software company have to do the analysis. So like this basically is done. So like this, that person basic that the discussion basically which was ongoing, Switzerland basically has not came here basically that I am giving you the idea. I am giving from my land basically I am giving you the lava data. They basically has not came to India basically. They have sent the apple. In that apple basically the CRM idea was there. So this level data analysis basically the software company has they basically has not done basically. If they will do, then basically they will find that basically there are basically lots of error. There are the conflict error basically. If you will analysis this project basically just now I told, you will find lots of error basically. So that Switzerland land basically, which was created the lava, on the base of that lava, the apple was created, and that apple was containing the CRM Switzerland. The CRM Switzerland data was containing that land. So you can just imagine basically how the creation basically has done. So one of the person told that uh, Switzerland is not supposed to come to India basically. Their land data is basically not supposed to come there. So whenever the third CRM project who are basically going to connect, he is going to connect to Switzerland data. He is going to generate Switzerland data basically. So which idea basically the particular person is generating, that is also very dangerous thing. So this connects to MBA basically. MBA means business basically. That Switzerland basically is telling that basically we have a good relationship with India. So here basically the third number CRM project basically need to publish with the colleges, then to the companies that basically do this type of project, do this types of project. That is the third number project. This that basically. So like this, there are basically 18 types of CRM project. So 18 types means 18 land area basically. From the this idea basically has taken from 18 land area. So that is actually the power of lava. So you basically can't eat lava. Lava equal to sand. You can't eat sand basically. Why? Because sand basically if you eat, then basically your body is going to create problem. So the world, the person who created the world basically, he told that basically we have created lots of human needs basically, which is going to suit to our body basically. And on the base of that basically we are generating the energies basically into the environment. So here the question is what? Mumbai basically is going to get which kind of project basically? That is getting dumped into the lava basically. And up to detail level basically analysis, that is very difficult to track basically. But Bollywood group says that basically we are basically displaying the world, sorry, displaying the our products basically. That is the Bollywood group basically. That what to say basically explain. Just a minute, I will explain again basically. Bollywood group basically is telling that they are displaying the current time ongoing data. That means whatever things basically is ongoing basically, That data basically they are displaying in front of the world in the form of advertising, in the form of Bollywood actor basically is going there, and he is basically telling that basically I am basically here, this, that basically. So what actually that is basically? That is the current time advertising basically. But here the Bollywood group basically don't have that, those team basically who are connected with the lava department basically. So they have to create the, so here basically the Bollywood uh, business basically got increased from this video basically. From this video, Bollywood business basically got increased because lava advertising basically they don't have basically. So lava advertising means what? Future projects which is going to become. Future project means it's an investment basically. You are doing the investment basically. And investment basically return doesn't comes today only basically. It takes time to come the investment basically. And if you are doing the investment, that is for you and your family basically. So you, for example, my basically I basically done some investment basically of some money basically in certain level of banks in the form of mutual fund, whatever basically. So that is going to use basically to me, that is going to help to me if I basically stay alive basically. That means still basically if I in future basically my date of death basically doesn't comes basically in my profile. If that doesn't comes, that means I basically is going to stay there basically in that future. So investment equal to lava creation, that also you can say. And investment equal to lava, but here the question is lava data basically can be do the maintenance side, can go to the maintenance side. That is also question basically. For example, somebody told that basically I have created the future, and that future basically data is dumped into that side of tectonic plates. That side of the land basically I dumped the future data. So whenever that time will come, that time basically I am going to activate that lava. So how dangerous it's basically. Here basically the power company basically telling that basically we are taking the data from land. So that is basically the lava, Sunil basically. Lava data basically we are taking in the future. Sorry for the power supply company basically. Sorry for the, but exactly basically you can take that data basically. That is not possible basically. Or basically the world basically has reached the power sector basically, that is the nuclear power company, they have reached up to that level basically that they have the perfect data basically, this in which land basically which data basically is dumped, and according to the time basically we have to activate that land data. That data is there basically with the power company, sorry, with the software company basically. Software company, because software companies nowadays keeping the future data also, na, basically. So one person told that that is very dangerous thing. This Bollywood group basically displays the current data. Basically. Bollywood group basically displays the current data. Basically. And what is software company doing? They basically got the 1 lakh project basically on the base of the current activation basically of the lava. Current activation of the lava basically which is in the land basically, in that land basically which data has activated on the base of activation basically which the companies basically are doing, which all projects basically, that is ongoing basically. And is that all the project basically which has ongoing and doing basically and which has completed, is there any chain of with the future projects? Chain might be and chain might not be. How basically? Sunil R. Nair basically, I will take two scenarios. Sunil R. Nair basically generation ended. So Sunil R. Nair basically whatever project basically it was done, that chain basically finished by some companies basically. Sunil, second scenario, Sunil R. Nair basically generation is going ongoing basically. going to be start. That means the company has done the future generation of Sunil Larna. That is, they had dumped the lava data. So one of the person told that previously we thought that basically earthquake department, that is the France department, is the god basically of earthquake. But now here the scenario basically is totally changed. Here the lava department basically who are creating the lava, who basically is telling that basically this all thing basically I have written in that lava data. And that lava data basically is going to create sand basically, and from that sand basically, that is the tectonic plates, and on the base of that tectonic plates it has dumped into certain level of areas, and that certain level of areas basically is going to activate basically at the certain level of time when the time will come. And that basically time is companies basically who are telling that basically we are doing this type of projects. And that basically how happens, that happens basically with the help of investment basically. And in investment basically they say that basically we don't want Sunilar Nair. One investment group says that basically I want future basically of Sunilar Nair. One person told them no, basically I don't want Sunilar Nair basically. And one person said that I want Sunilar Nair. So here the scenario basically is assume that basically one side basically businessman told that business, "Nahi bhai, I don't want Sunil Nair in future. Whatever money is going to invest." So whenever the lava of that particular person basically investment which is going to create, and which is going to create the lava, and which is going to dump as a tectonic plates or whatever plates basically, here basically I'm taking the example of tectonic plates, that basically that lava basically which data which has written and which basically has dumped into as a form of tectonic plates, that tectonic plates basically, or basically the area, land area which is going, that is basically underground the land basically, that is going to activate when this businessman basically will say. So according to his business plan basically, that is going to activate. So he's telling that basically I basically want to control the brain of the people basically, that is the chip basically which is created. So chip is connecting up to this level basically, that chip person basically who created the chip, that is connecting up to this level basically, you will not believe it basically. So he's telling that basically I have created chip, but see the bigger level basically, the lava department has already created the chip basically, which is the future data of, future brain data of the human basically. And the future brain data means the project that particular person basically is going to start. So one of the person told that this is good way of handling the company, or basically it's very dangerous level basically. And what happens after the project is basically completed of that particular land? Few people says that that particular land basically converts into the water basically, and that water basically are used by the groups. There is one concept basically, शांत पानी बहु ऊंडू है. So water is up to depth level basically. So that sand basically has converted into first basically the lava was there. Lava converted into sand. Sand converted into tectonic plates. And after that certain time basically when the project is over, that project basically converted into that sand basically, that land basically converted into water. Again basically the lava process starts. Again the process starts. Same process basically. So from the percentage, why basically the Bangalore basically is having the crisis of water basically. There basically they are not having the project. That is also question basically. So somebody has not dumped basically the software company basically who basically has done the investment in Bangalore city. They basically has not done basically the future creation process. They have not done the future plan basically. For example, I will take one example. Assume that basically after 1 month, here basically I will take the short duration lavas. After 1 month, one of the company basically told that basically I want to start this project. So I basically, so one of the person told that businessmen basically are creating the lavas, or basically they are just uh, purchasing the, sorry, what to say, basically not purchasing, they are taking the ideas in a rent base basically, that I am basically going to do this project, so you have this idea basically. So the government says that basically yes, basically we have created few lavas and which has basically dumped into that particular site, which is basically in the tectonic plates. If we want, we can map that lava data with the nuclear power company and energy company, and you can basically connect to that power company, and that power company will give you the data where basically your company might be doing the job. So is this okay for you? Then that businessman told that basically I basically not understood basically, but I seems to be okay basically. I just want basically this project and this project idea basically. However, basically you are going to do that basically your headache. So one of the person told that this is government basically. This is the government. So businessmen basically don't know that lava. What is lava? That government knows what actually the lava is. What is lava? That government knows. But businessmen know basically that how hard work basically the government has done. For example, I have went to the Bangalore. I have basically not got the job. So government has done hard work basically for me. So that basically I am not supposed to get the job. So that is basically different thing. Currently, basically, water crisis is ongoing. Basically, that is basically different. That basically we are going to discuss basically in detail how basically Bangalore will come out from that crisis. So here, what I basically think basically we are discuss. The government is telling that basically we have created many tectonic plates, many lava data, and basically we have dumped into that area, that area, that area, that area, that area, this area, this area, this area, this area. Businessmen basically came into the picture. They told that basically I basically this is my project. I want this type of environment, and that data basically is supposed to be. My company basically is not supposed to. My employee basically are not supposed to get any type of problem basically when they are doing this project. So they told that basically this lava data will be okay. So they basically allocated that Lal Batti, the people basically who are into moving to Lal Batti, they told that basically, yeah, basically we have the list of lavas. We can allocate lava, basically this lava, that lava, those lava to allocate you, to allocate this project basically, which is basically the businessman basically who is doing. So he basically allocated this lava data to that particular businessman and given the data to the power company, nuclear power company, and energy company. They basically allocated that from this land basically area we are going to take the power company power data. After power company told that basically yes, basically your project is over, basically they told that basically yes, basically our project is over. Government says that basically yes, our their project basically is over, everything is basically done. So you can just imagine the time basically. After that basically government told that basically government got the sign off mail from the company basically that project is over. They basically converted that lava land into water, and that water basically is used by the. So one of the person told that this will be very dangerous basically. One of the TCS company basically was asked the question from the satellite company basically, do you know TCS basically the project basically which you have done basically, that basically after before 2 3 months, that project basically we have given the sign of mail to the government basically has dumped that lava data into in the form of the water. Do you have that basically one glass water of that particular project basically? Then the Tata group told that basically that I don't that basically I don't have that data. So he basically started collecting that data, that how many project basically I have done, and basically I want the water of that each and every project basically. That is basically the Tata group. So he basically told that basically I accepted this challenge, and I'm going to create one more data science project, and I'm going to drink each and every water basically which has converted to water from lava, and that lava basically has given the power supply to each and every projects basically for the employees basically which are basically working in TCS. So this is basically the businessman basically. And if businessman basically takes in positive side basically, he will drink that water and he will say that basically yes, yes, Sunil. See basically this water basically is of this project. I had drinked. This water is basically of this project. I had drinked. So this is basically the businessman spirit. Otherwise, basically, lots of people says that yeah, basically, इसको do one thing is ban that particular person basically. He's asking which type of question basically. So this is basically the challenging project basically. This is basically the challenging project. So one of the person told that earthquake is nothing basically, yaar. France group are nothing basically. They are getting that data of the which are the data basically are getting processed inside the land. That data basically they are getting and they are basically doing some manipulation and they are telling that basically this is so the lava groups are basically calculating the magnitude also basically. So one of the person told that assume that basically TCS group has basically done around 1 lakh project from 1 lakh tectonic plates. So from 1 lakh tectonic plates, the magnitude basically of earthquake also basically might have generated. So that data basically the Tata group basically have. The water data basically that Tata group basically have. From which tectonic plates basically the power company that is the Tata Power basically got the power basically from for the each and every 1 lakh project basically. That data basically the Tata group basically have. That is the TCS group basically. That basically was very strange basically. That data basically have. So one of the person told that that data basically might be having it. That's why basically they are Tata Group basically. That's why they are Tata Group no, basically. They have the project basically. So here mostly basically the thing basically just now we connected that is what? One is the water basically which has converted from that lava data and another is the lava sand basically which has converted to water. And currently basically Mumbai is having 1 lakh project. That 1 lakh project basically is getting power supply from which power companies and nuclear power company and energy companies, and that energy company and power company and nuclear power company is getting data from which land side basically. That is basically the lava which is created long before and which has converted to certain level of tectonic plates or basically the sand data. That send data basically is giving the power supply power data to the nuclear power company and energy company, and this our energy power company and energy company and power company are giving data to the 1 lakh projects basically which is ongoing in Mumbai basically. That is the Mumbai city who are basically doing 1 lakh projects in Mumbai. So one of the person told that this type of data basically TCS group basically have. They might be 100% having basically. So in next video basically we are going to see little bit more about this topic.